Happy hump day, everyone. Welcome, everyone, to my live. I am Jenny Lee, and this is going to be my Get Ready With Me spring skin prep makeup. This is going to be my look for Easter weekend. So, we'll just get into it. There's a bird in my window. I don't know what he's doing, making a nest on it or what. But that's where I'm looking whenever I'm getting distracted. So, let's get into it, guys. Of course, part of having a beautiful spring glow is having that spring skin. So if you don't have a good skin prep routine, guys, that makeup's not going to look as amazing and maybe not even look amazing at all, even if you did it right. So let's get into some really good skin prep, guys. Very distracted by that bird today, guys. I'm very distracted by the bird. And some really good news, a lot of the stuff I'm going to be using today is actually on sale. So that makes me super happy for you. First, we're going to be starting with one of my favorite toners, guys. I have two that I go back and forth with. I think both of them are Korean skincare, but this one definitely is. So we're going to be starting with some Korean skincare. I think a lot of the things I'm going to be using is actually Korean skincare as well. Yes, welcome, user. Hi, how are you? Yes, I have been having a really good week so far. Got a big weekend planned. I'm excited. How about you guys? Guys, tell me, what are you guys doing for Easter this weekend? Anything? Traveling? Dinner? Family? Enjoying the spring? I don't know, but I'm going to be getting ready today for my makeup for this weekend. Okay, so this is one of my favorite toners. It uses a black rice and hyaluronic acid. I don't think you have to shake it. I think that's just how the bottle looks. So I've got some right here on a cotton ball, guys, and I got a cotton ball right here. And I'm going to put some right on a cotton ball. Now, as I'm putting this on, I'm actually using the mirror that is linked below, guys. I think it's one of the last items because we'll actually get to it at the end. But if you see me looking in a mirror, that's actually the mirror that I'm looking in. It's right here, right beside me. I have the light on so I can make sure that all my makeup looks spectacular. So if you see me looking away, that's where I'm looking. Now, in case you haven't noticed, I have a really dark circles, guys. Look at that. Pretty bad. So I like to do a nice caffeine brightening eye serum first thing in the morning to help wake these tired eyeballs up. So we're going to be using, why is it way over there? Who knows? Who knows, guys? We're going to be using my Belief Aqua Bomb Cooling Eye Gel, and it has niacinamide in it, caffeine in it. You can use it on your eyelids. And the applicator itself is a nice cooling effect as well. And then you just kind of massage that on. And if you guys know me, I actually apply caffeine and stuff around my lips because that will actually help plump them up, not on your lips, around your lips, and give a fuller lip effect. Look at that. Okay, guys. Now I have the eyes done. Now we're going to get into some skincare right here. We're going to be starting with a snail mucin that has it all. This isn't just snail mucin, guys. Oh, and let's get into how much the eye thing is. So the eye thing is $31.99. Not on sale like the first one was, but still a very good price. The toner, which I forgot to even mention, that bad boy is 53% off, making this only $7 right now. $7. And I dropped the lid. Boop. Here we go. Okay, better screw that on. It won't be coming off. Okay, back to the Belief. $31.99. Now into my all-in-one snail mucin. Because this isn't just snail mucin, guys. This actually has vitamin C, niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, retinol, MSM, and aloe vera. So we got some calming going on, anti-aging, smoothing. This is really going to help even out your skin tone and give you that glass skin. And it is nice and muciny. Yes, user, this is actually one of my favorites that I try to use every day, at least every day that I'm doing my makeup. I try to use it even when I'm not doing my makeup, but my problem is the days I don't do my makeup, I don't even usually do skincare. I'm just not in the mood. But I try my best to get this one in because, again, it has the retinol in there. It's going to help with my aging because, believe it or not, I am over 40, guys. And you know what? I just realized I think a couple of my things are over here. Boom. Okay, I wanted to run and get these real quick, guys. The neck and arm cream in here. At least I think I added those, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I was going to say I thought I did. Okay, and now for the snail mucin, guys. It's Sandy, nobody's there. $14.95, guys. This bad boy is $14.95. Now, the next skincare we're going to get into is probably the last one besides my skin primer, my face primer, because this one here is a nice glow serum. Hyaluronic acid. It's hydrating. It's one of my favorites. And guess what? It's also on sale. 42% off, guys. You see that? That makes it $28.99. And yes, user, if you aren't being able to stay and watch the whole live today, this will also be up for replay later, guys. Just an FYI. And if you're new here, hi, I'm Jenny Lee. And I am turning 49 this week. So we're doing a nice skin prep spring get ready with me on how I'm going to actually be doing my makeup and skincare this weekend while I travel. Again, this bad boy's on sale, making it $28.99. Now my skin is all hydrated. We are all ready to start getting into some makeup. And the first makeup is primer, but it's actually skincare. I'm all about multitasking, guys. All about multitasking. Now, another one I want to talk about before we get too far into this is the beauty blender you're going to be seeing me use is a nice oversized beauty blender. I love it. I have the side here to blend the makeup and everything. You're going to see I actually spray it with a hydrating mist. Somewhere in here I have a hydrating mist. Boom, and we're going to be spraying it. And I'll talk about it more as we go on. But actually, I'm going to talk about it more now because we're going to go ahead and spray it. That's where I put the spray at. Now, this is my Jungmoo 3-in-1 Boosting Fit Fine Mist. And why I'm yelling, I don't know, guys. I always feel like I have to yell on my lives. Sorry, user. But it's a hydrating mist, guys. It's not a mattifying mist. It's not a setting spray. It's a hydrating mist. I am over 40. I am almost 50. And I need hydration. And to keep my makeup from being too matte, too anything, I spray my beauty blender. Now, it's already damp with water, but I spray it with a little bit of this hydrating mist too. And then I feel like my foundation goes on better. You'll see I'll be using cheek balms. It goes on better. All of that when I spray that. So if you see me talking about it later, there's where we got that from. Now, we don't just need our face looking good. I need my arms, my neck, and everything looking good. And Go Pure has everything on sale right now, at least all my favorites. I did say not everything's on sale, but my favorites are. And one of my favorites is actually this arm cream. I think we have ashwagandha root in here. It's just a really nice hydrating arm cream. Now, it's not really going to tone your arms. There's no cream that can actually possibly tone your arms, but it can help even out the skin tone, guys. So cellulite isn't as obvious, so the skin isn't maybe as saggy, and then that way it at least gives the appearance that your arms are toned. And again, I just like it because it's nice and hydrating, and I like to hydrate my arms anyway. Okay, I'm trying to get the lid off, guys. It's like stuck on here. Welcome, user. Hi, how are you? Yes, again, I have been having a wonderful week so far. I do have my little ears on. Are they lit up? I didn't tag them, guys, but they are from Amazon. It is like a pack of like, I don't know, 6 or so of bunny ears for the kids. Probably not going to have time to get them for Easter anyway, so I didn't tag them. But this is, see, this is a really nice, like a body butter type of consistency, guys. And then we just kind of put it right here under our arms. I do my elbows. This arm here, my dog attacks a lot, and I usually have little tiny paw bruises all over it. I think I just have a couple right there. But yeah, so I don't know what her problem is with this arm. She thinks it's her boyfriend. It's an arm. It's nobody's boyfriend. So there's that. And then that is 18% off, guys. That makes this $38.99. $38.99, guys, for the arm cream. Now, again, I'm almost 50. You see that? I know. Yeah, user, I know it is a little bit saggy. That's right, because I'm aging. And look, so we're going to be using a neck cream because even if if you're not over 40, whenever you do your skincare, you should be also doing neck care with that, guys. I will take most of my wrinkle creams, maybe not all my hydrating creams because I don't need it extra hydrated and then when I'm sweaty in there. But I do all my retinols, everything all the way down. And I even add a neck cream to that. And that will help kind of combat the aging that I have on my neck. Probably not going to do a lot to reverse what I already have, but it'll help slow it down so at least it's not on super speed now that I'm almost 50. So this one here does have Kapuka butter, Mari Bust, Hyaluronic, hydrolyzed hyaluronic acid, and caffeine, guys. And like I said, I also will do retinol neck creams. But this one with the caffeine and everything in it, it'll help give you like an instant tightening effect. And you guys see I use caffeine in a lot of my makeup. And again, we're going to put this around our lips just because it has that caffeine in it. And that kind of helps plump the lips. Guys, we might be walking across the room. Sounds like someone's in a driveway, and I don't want to have to leave you guys to check. Okay, nope. Okay, so Sandy's probably barking at the doctor's office next door. She sure acts like she's seeing something. I didn't see nothing. Yeah, it sounds like it's next door. The doctor's office next door, guys. Sounds like he's getting some business. Okay, guys. Now, again, this is on sale as well. This is one I would definitely stock up on. One of my favorite neck creams. Again, it has that caffeine, so I get kind of an instant effect as well. 25% off, making it $14.99. Now, let's get into some really nice looks on me. Now, we're going to get into the makeup, guys. And again, this is how I'm actually going to be doing my makeup this weekend for Easter, or, you know, wherever I'm going to be. And we're going to be starting with one of my favorite primers. And this primer, I don't just love it because it's a good primer, but it's multitasking. It has anti-aging effects in it. Hopefully we're going to be using it. I'm just realizing I haven't seen it for days. I thought I seen it, and when I grabbed it, that wasn't it. That's weird. Because I'm thinking I had a hold of it. Oh, I did. Okay, here we go. Peter Thomas Roth, guys. Multitasking, that's one of my favorite things whenever I do my makeup, skincare, anything. This is actually anti-aging, and it's a luminosity, like a glow. Kind of got a little bit of a nice glow that isn't shiny. It's not glittery. It's not too much, especially for over 40, because, again, this is actually anti-aging. And it's a little bit darker than my skin tone, so it kind of gives me like a deep glow. So we're just going to put some of this on, guys. And this I don't need to put on long road. I don't like to pack a lot of extra makeup. So this is what I like to do, is actually just find a nice good makeup that kind of helps highlight it, and I'll use a caffeine under eye thing to actually help lighten them up. And then boom, blend this in with this damp beauty blender, guys, and look at that. This is a nice good finish. And then we're going to go over it with an actual powder foundation. And then see, I'm going to get some extra coverage that way too. And it's not going to be too much coverage. It could be just the right amount. Now again, this bad boy is on sale, guys. $11.97. So that's one of the best prices you're going to find anywhere. I have been loving this. This is going to be great for my mature skin baddies. And actually, that's going to be great for all ages. That's a really nice finish. Even if you're younger and you like a matte finish, that will probably be really good for you as well. Because look, it's not loomy. It's not shiny, glowy, anything like that. I wouldn't say it's super matte myself, but that's how I like it. But it is matte enough that I think the young girls would like it as well. So anyway, $11.97, guys. I digress. Let's get into the powder, because that price for the powder today, you're not going to beat that. $5.98. It's 8% off. This is my waterproof powder, and I have been using this powder for probably 2 years now, at least a year. And I love it because it is a full coverage powder foundation that's waterproof, so it's really great for like setting stuff. It's going to be great for spring and summer, especially if I go to any water parks or anywhere with water rides where I might get wet. But look, it blurs. That's what I really love about it. A lot of foundation powders cake up really bad and end up making my wrinkles and everything look worse. And this one does not. Look, it blurs all those wrinkles. So now I actually, and it's like that even in person. It's like I just applied a filter on my face in real life. It's really, really cool. And like when I do my brows, you're going to see I actually set them with that powder as well, with the gel anyway. And then I just take a brush and maybe brush off any excess, guys. Boom. And look at that. And again, this price, I would stock up and get a few of these. That is $5.98. That makes it 8% off, or it's 8% off, and that makes it $5.98. Now, let's actually do my brows, guys. Let's do the brows. Now, for the brows, I've been doing them a nice, fun way, or at least I think it's super fun. I've been taking my e.l.f. laminating gel, guys, and then I'll go over it with eyeshadow. We'll be using the Morphe palette today. So let me just find my brow gel somewhere buried in my little makeup thing here. But now, and e.l.f.'s one of my favorite brands, guys. One, because it's super affordable. And two, they have everything. I mean, anything that you can find in the expensive brands, you can find in them too. They have my glimmering shadows. They have lip oils. I mean, they have everything. And this is here, look, $8, guys. Not even on sale. That's just the price, $8. You even have a brush and a comb up here. I usually just use the spoolie, guys. I should probably use that mirror over there, but we'll look at it. Don't worry. You guys will get to see my new mirror. And then I just kind of get these to the shape that I want them. Granted that my brows are already in a nice shape, and mine are. Mine actually grow like this. I'm old now, guys, and my brows don't really grow. I might get some little stray ones here and there, but for the most part, this is pretty much just how they grow. And I used to actually get them threaded, so they probably got that shape from where I used to do them. But now they just stopped growing. If I could use Latisse or something on them, they'd probably grow again. Okay, so now once I get them in a nice shape, guys, we're going to let this dry, and then I'm going to set it with that powder. And we'll go over it here in a little bit with eyeshadow. Not even yet, because we don't need to do it yet. But again, $8, This will hold all day. It's going to look super good. Welcome, user. Hi, how are you? And again, to everyone else, if you're new here, hi. I'm Jennifer, a.k.a. Jennifer. And this is my live stream. This is my spring get ready with me. This is going to be my skin prep and my makeup look for this Easter weekend. Now, I'm not going to be doing anything really big for Easter or anything. We don't really even celebrate it. But it is my birthday weekend. So that I will be celebrating, guys. And I do need a nice, cute spring makeup. So I think this one's really nice. Pretty easy, actually, even though I know I take forever blabbering. But overall, it is going to be a nice, easy, actually everyday look if you like a little bit of glimmer in your life. This is going to be a little bit more natural than I actually usually do, guys. So this should be interesting for those of you who know me and know how much I love a lot of makeup. I still would say this is a good bit of makeup I'll be using today. I will say that. Okay, so now for the next part, guys. We're going to need to charge my phone, that's for sure. Let's see if this will work. Or else we're not going to be able to finish this live stream. How about that? Okay. Now, let me get back here and plug this in, guys. Yeah, is it charging? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it's charging or not, guys. I guess we'll find out, won't we? Yeah, because I need that. Okay, so we'll see. We'll see what happens in the next few minutes. Now I'm going to go in with my MAC paint pot in soft ochre, guys. And this is what I use as a eye primer. And I take a flat brush right here to actually apply it. Mostly because my fingers will get it all up in my fingernails. Because I actually blend it out with my finger. And I don't go all the way up, guys. I just kind of focus on the lid. And even under the lid, I'll go under right here. Because I will be putting shadow under there. We'll put a little bit more right here. And then, boom. Up. And around. And then under my eye. And you can see this actually kind of conceals and highlights my eye. Because it's a little bit lighter than my skin tone. So if soft ochre is a little bit lighter than your skin tone, this will work. If you're darker or lighter than me, then you might need a little bit lighter shade. The soft ochre is the most viral one. Okay, guys, now we're going to go back with what little bit of powder I had left on this brush and set those brows. We're not doing much else yet, just setting them. Okay, and now for the paint pot, guys, guess what? On sale, 25% off makes it $24.04. That's actually a really good price for this paint pot. And it lasts forever because I use it almost every day. And as you can see, I still have quite a bit in there. Now, I also like to go in with a white eye primer, guys. We're going to go in with the LA Girl. And the LA Girl even has it in nude if you didn't want to get the paint pot, if that was a little bit out of your price range. This does come in nude, and it is still really nice. I mean, obviously, I use the white one almost every day as well. So, again, I'm going to pop the white one right there in the crease of my eye. And that's going to be to really help brighten the inner corner when I go to put the eyeshadow on. Now, as far as this one, not on sale, but also a really good price, $9.50. And like I said, it does come in nude and black. Okay, now eyeshadow time. Eyeshadow time. So we're going to be using the Morphe palette. And this actually has like contour, bronzer, highlighter. We got a little bit of everything in here. So this is going to be really fun. So I wish it did have a little bit of white. I would have liked something just a little bit lighter for the inner corner of my eye. But we're going to take this one and mix them. And pop that right here on the inner corner of my eye. And you're going to see it's still going to be light. It's still going to be blinged out. we'll put mostly the highlighter on there too. Yeah, the highlighter one does better. Let's put this one in though, because this one here help keep it light. Put this highlighter color over it. And boom, now we have a nice, more natural looking light inner eye corner. And I'm also going to take this one right here and right here, the same that I did for the inner corner, and we're going to put that right underneath the brow. Because for the brow, I don't like it too shimmery, so we're not going to use as much of the shimmer under it. More of the matte one. Just to kind of highlight under that brow bone. Boom. Look at that. Look at that. Now we're going to take a fluffy brush. Welcome, user. Hi, how are you? And again, if you're new here, I am Jenny Lee. This is Life with Jenny Lee, my spring makeup for Easter weekend. If you're not following me, Hulk smash that follow button so that you can get notifications when I go live. And even though sometimes I don't even announce it until right before I do. Maybe whenever I start getting a whole bunch of views and I'm A-list on here, I'll be better at scheduling it. Now, we're going to take a nice light shade. Let's do the tantalized right here, guys. And I'm taking a more fluffy brush right here. And we're going to take that and pop that right here in the crease of my eye. Just like so. And you see how this just gives like a nice natural contour to the eye. Now I'm going to take that same shadow, put just a little very light little bit under my eye. And again, that gives us a nice shadow, a nice natural look, which is going to be, I want more of a natural look for this weekend than a caked on glamour look. And then I'm going to take, let's take this gold. Okay, so let me actually show you what I'm going to do. Take this gold right here, and I'm going to use my finger so that it'll show up a little bit more. Now, it is going to be my birthday, so I do need a little bit of bling, guys. And you're going to see how I'm going to bring in a little bit of spring with the eyeliner. Okay, so there we go. Now we have a little bit of gold in there. We can actually just kind of go back over this with that. Boom. And that's pretty much going to be almost it for the eyes. I'm going to put something on that lower lid. I think we're going to do a little bit of the matte one and this pink one. So I'm going to put the matte one down first, guys. Just right here on my lid. And again, I'm just using my fingers for all of this, or at least most of this. Okay. Now, once we have that, I'm going to take a little bit of that heliosphere, whatever that one is. Yeah, heliosphere, which is like a little bit of a shimmering pink almost. And we're going to just kind of put that right on top so that it's not as matte as it was. Blend all those. Again, just take a nice fluffy brush, blend, blend, blend. And then I'm going to take just a little bit more right here and darken this again because all that blending made me lose a lot of it. Well, I'll probably put a little bit more gold on there too. Oh, that's not a mirror. Okay, so let's pop a little bit more gold. A little bit more gold right there in the crease, Okay, yeah, not a lot, just a little bit. Boom. Now, as far as the eyeshadow goes, I'm done, guys. This Morphe palette, I don't know how much it is. It's not popping up, but I know they have a couple of them. And again, we've got contour. We're going to be coming back to this here again for my eyebrows, probably, if I finish them on the live stream today. But now, let's get into some eyeliner, guys. Let's get into some eyeliner. Now, one of my favorite eyeliners is actually a lower lash stamp. You guys are seeing that right. Because this eyeliner is the bomb. And you know what? I think I forgot to add one of the eyeliners on here. I'm thinking if we can do it a different way. Yeah, we sure can. Is the way that I'm going to be doing this, guys. I'm just talking to myself. I do that a lot, guys. talk to myself. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this before I get too distracted onto something else. This has a very, very fine tip. So it's really good for getting the perfect, oh, I need to curl my lashes. That's what it was. For getting the perfect, a fine tip right there. So see, I was actually distracted for a good reason. I'm going to see if I can't find what I was looking for while I'm looking. Because the next one we need to finish this with. Oh, there it is. I already have it out. Okay, how embarrassing. Okay, guys. Now, let's curl my lashes. Because if I try to curl them after I do my eyeliner, I mess it up. So I'm just going to go ahead and quickly curl the lashes here. Not everybody has to do this step. I do, because mine are so straight, you'll never see them. And I even think I have a curl. I think that mascara I'm using is a curling mascara, but I don't know. Curling mascaras don't ever really seem to curl my lashes. They might help hold the curl if I've curled them. They don't really curl them. Okay, boom. Got it done. Welcome, user 302-456-78910. Now, again, to this eyeliner, guys. Okay, so I like it because, again, I can really get my sharp wings with this eyeliner because it's really skinny. It goes on really easy, and it's easy for me at my age to actually control it. Some eyeliners are not as easy. And you guys know what I'm talking about. At least if you're my age, you do. No, I think we actually got our wings on pretty good today. Okay, so now, let's do this part. Okay, now let's do this eye. And I do get really quiet when I'm doing my eyeliner, so sorry guys if you have any questions right now. It's gonna have to wait. Because if I mess up, you know, I can't really start over, so I have to fix the whole thing. This one just needs to be a little bit bigger, I think. But now, there we go, guys. There we go. And you can see, look, you see how easy that actually was. Now, I do have the stamp. I have all that. I have the ink for it. And actually what I love to do whenever I do use it is I like to, you can probably even see it's on here, I'll take like a blue gel liner from something else, paint it on there and stamp it. But I really just love the eyeliner on there. That's my favorite thing. I have pretty long lower lashes myself, so I don't need the lower lash stamp. But I love this. I actually just got a new one, and again, it's not even for the lower lash stamps. I just love them. It should be coming probably any day now. Now, this is going to be the spring part of this makeup. Oh, let's talk about the price before I forget. This is 26% off, guys. Makes it $16.99. And if you are wanting a good lower lash stamp, this is going to be great for that. This is also really fun, like if you wanted Halloween or you're going out like New Year's Eve, you could even put like a glitter liner on there and then stamp that on. That's the kind of the things I would do with it because, again, I have long lower lashes. But if you don't, then all of that's going to be even better because then you're really going to love it. Lower lash stamp. Okay, so now we're going to take the jelly highlighter that's up next, guys, by Rimmel. So I'm trying to find a brush to put it on with because we're actually going to apply that over my eyeliner. And that gives that little bit of spring I told you we were going to have. I think this might be the brush. Another spoolie. Trying to find the brush to put this on with, guys. You know. That's one thing I definitely need to do is get a little bit more organized. I can promise you that I need to be more organized. Okay, I think this is it. Yep. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So now we're going to take a really skinny brush, guys. I'm going to take this highlighting jelly. Get a little bit of that jelly right here on the tip, guys. And then just put this right. I got to get a little bit more. I can't always tell how much is on there. And then we're just going to put this right here over the eyeliner. And then I may have to go back over the eyeliner. I don't know. I may have put too much on here. Yeah, that should probably work. And then see, now I have an iridescently, and it comes off blue. When you put it over this black, because it's actually like a pink blue glitter. This is one of my favorite eyeliner looks at the moment. Okay, I am going to go ahead and take a little bit of that eyeliner back over this one though, just to kind of fix it up, guys, because I put a little bit too much over it. Okay, boom. So let's just go. Okay, look at how that turned out. See, I'm going to look super good on Easter. Super good, guys. Now, this highlighter is also super cheap. You can use it as a highlighter. You can use it as an eyeshadow. You can use it on your lips. It's really cool. I don't like it on my lips so much because that blue shows up more on darker shades. So my lips are a little bit darker than my skin tone. So it looks blue on my lips. It's not my favorite. But, hey, some of you guys may like blue on your lips. Where did I put the mascara at, guys? Okay. Okay, so I guess we'll get back to the mascara. I'm going to stay on schedule here with however I scheduled everything. So now we're going to be doing cheeks, guys, cheeks. And if you notice, I do have two collars up there for the cheeks. I have a nice, really bright pink, the one that I have. Boom. And then we have an orangier balm going on as well. So we're going to go in first with this pudding pot. I love this. It dries matte, guys. It's great for your eyes, your lips, not just your cheeks. And it is obviously nowhere near as bright as it looks. You can get it that bright, though. It is buildable. But I like to contour with my blush. So I'll put this bright pink kind of up here. And again, we're using that same beauty blender that I sprayed, if you guys remember, with the hydrating mist. And I put this right up here in the corner, not even bring it all the way down to my cheeks. Just kind of contour with it. Up in here, up in here. And that is like literally all that I'm going to be adding for this color right here. And now this bad boy is not as cheap as a lot of the other stuff I'll be showing, or more as affordable. But it's so worth it. It is like a bouncy, almost pudding-like material. Again, it dries matte. So it's a really nice finish. It blends out. You can use this on your lips, your cheeks, or whatever. And it's $17.60, and it is on sale, guys. 20% off. Okay, now we're back to e.l.f. because I told you guys I love e.l.f. Super affordable and also high-quality stuff. We're going to now go in with a cheek balm and add a little bit more color. And this one's more of an orange, if you can see. It's going to give us more of like a sunset look to the cheeks. And again, it's not as bright as it looks. We blend that out. And this is a balm. This is not going to be a matte finish. This is definitely going to be more of like a, I don't know, like a skin actual finish. You see that? But you can see how this one's not as matte. And this one is matte, but maybe not as matte because I still have the Lumi, glow kind of primer on. And this bad boy here, $4.84, guys. Check out that price, $4.84. Now, the next ones we're going to use are really nice because they kind of give more of that spring glow than the other ones that I've been using. It's a 3-piece set, and I can actually just blend these with my hands. Now, we could leave it as it is and not do these, but I wanted to add these because these are actually a really great price as well. $15.99, you get 3 of these. We could have used this in place of the e.l.f., but this one I don't find, the color isn't as pigmented as the e.l.f., so this one's more like a highlighter to me. But then I have the contouring. So we're going to go in first with the really light highlighting shade. And you guys can see I just kind of pop it on there and then blend it out with my fingers. You see that? Boom. And then we're going to be putting some ColourPop highlighter on too. So the ColourPop will actually stick a little bit better on top of this. This one has more of like a holographic finish to it, if you can see that. Boom. And again, I just used my fingers to blend it out, guys. And we're going to take now the orange shade or coral. It comes in different color combinations. It's the one I got because this is what I really love for spring. And then see, we're just going to kind of actually blend that in with the highlighter. You see that? And it's more of like a highlighter for me than a blush. And again, it gives us a balm finish. I'm using my hands for all this, so you can't beat that. And then, again, we have contour. So it's going to make contouring a breeze. Because look, I just kind of put some on there on my nose. Blend it right out with my fingers. And I've got just a really nice light contour. The same for here on my cheeks. Just kind of put some up here to contour, guys. It's going to be really great for spring. Boom. You put some up in here in my hairline to kind of help hide it. Now, I do contour sometimes under my chin. This one here I don't like for under the chin, to be honest. And that's just because it's a little bit kind of shimmery, bronzy. And I don't like bronzer under my chin, so I don't hide, contour there. But you can see how it kind of helped even out my hairline there. Super easy to do it, and boom, look at that. Welcome, user. Hi, how are you? Jenny Lee here. And just a reminder, guys, if you're not following, Hulk smash that follow button so that you can get notifications when I go live again. Now, that 3-piece set, again, is $15.99. Guys, I'm starting to lose my steam. It's getting late in the day. But here we go. Now we're going to go in with my ColourPop Super Shock Highlighter. Because we're going to add just a little bit more highlight. Because again, this is going to be Easter weekend, my birthday, and spring. So I want just a little bit more of a glow than that other one had. But I liked that one was kind of holographic. So it'd be nice for spring. This one's more like a champagne beige. And a little bit more shocky. See, a little bit more of a glow. But not too much. Not too much, guys. This one and Lumia are probably my 2 favorites. The price on this one, I don't know. It's not showing up for me, guys. So I can't tell you how much it is. I don't know why that happens sometimes. But now we're going to get into the lips. And we're almost done, guys. We are almost done. I think I got my lips and my hair left. And I'll probably finish my brows. So now I go in with a lip stain. I love this one because if you guys can see, it's super skinny. You can get that nice line. But it's also flat, so if you wanted to fill it in, you can. I think I have Hedy. That's Hedy for the shade. And then another reason why I love this one is it goes really nicely over my wrinkles without like tugging or anything or making them more prominent. Boom. And yes, I do overline, guys, making them look a little bit fuller. Now, this bad boy is $25. It does come in several different shades. And it's my favorite. Okay, guys. Now, for this next part, I take that MAC makeup that we had down there, the paint pot. If you guys remember that, I take that paint pot that I used earlier. Just take another brush, get a whole bunch of it on there for this part. Or, you know, a whole bunch compared to how much I had before. And then just start blending it in on my lips. And boom, lips are done, guys. Look at that. And this is going to be a nice matte finish. But what I love about doing them this way, if you want them to be glossy, boom, just go ahead and add some gloss. It's that simple, guys. I probably won't be, at least not right now. But again, this is how I get my lips every day. Okay, guys, I think this is one of the last items, at least the last items of the makeup items. And that's going to be my Lancome Hypnose Drama Mascara. Welcome, user. Sandy says hello. And then you can see we have a really nice wand for this. It's going to give us a nice black lash. And it's thickening. It's a lengthening. I'll do one lash and you'll see. One coat with one eye. You're going to see the difference immediately. Let's get this lower lash down here as well. Then you guys can see how I have pretty long lower lashes. Boom, look at that, look at the difference. Now let's get this eye done. And we'll do my hair. And then that's it. I'm going to be done for today, guys. Now, as far as this mascara goes, $32. Believe it or not, and Lancome actually sent me this too, guys. Maybelline and Lancome. I think I got them in the same week. Made my week, I'm going to tell you that. Because these actually are two of my favorite brands. Me and Lancome go way back to high school. They were one of the first non-drugstore brands I ever bought. And actually, I didn't even buy it. My mom bought them. That's how I even knew who they were. It's like we had a couple high-end makeup counters in my town. Only a couple. They closed actually shortly after I moved out of town. We had Lancome, Estee Lauder, and Clinique. So my mom kind of got me on the Lancome because I didn't really like the makeup that Clinique and Estee Lauder had back then. Obviously, they do have a lot of nice makeup now. But back then, it's mostly old lady stuff. So they didn't have a lot of that. And Lancome had these little tiny, I probably even still have one of the first ones I ever bought. They had these little tiny singles you could get. And they weren't as expensive as like a palette. And then for like Christmas or something, my mom would get me skincare. And then she'd always get like a little free gift that also had the shadows in it. So when I first graduated from nursing, one of the first makeups I actually went and bought was Lancome. And then maybe a year or so after that, I got hip to MAC makeup and, you know, ventured out into other makeup. But me and Lancome have a long history, guys, and I couldn't be happier. Now that the makeup is done, guys, it's all about setting. As I told you, the spray we used on the sponge is not a setting spray, but we do have a really nice one right here. This is the bridal version of the Scandinavia, one of my favorite setting sprays. And you just kind of hold it far enough away, guys, spray, boom, and that's it. I don't think this one's mattifying or anything, if you're wondering, because I know a lot of the young girls, they want everything so matte. I don't think that is mattifying, but I do think they have a mattifying one, if I'm not mistaken. I've used this one again since I really got into makeup, probably 10, 15, maybe even 20 years ago. I don't know. Whenever it first came out, it was hard to find. I remember I had to actually go to their website to get it. This one obviously is not that old. And believe it or not, they sent this one. I forgot all about this because this one's actually pretty new. I think it's only a few months old. They sent that one. This is like a dream come true for me, guys, to be able to get my favorite makeup sent to me. You have no idea. And then to get to share it with you guys. Okay, so now the next one is my makeup mirror, guys. Is my makeup mirror. So as I told you, I have it sitting right here. It's $24.99, guys. Look at that. You can see how messy my house is. But we have LED lights. And you can see it. You have 3 different modes. You have this one here actually sticks so I can move that for 10x magnification. 360 degrees movable, so you can put it on your desk, your vanity, wherever it is that you want it. I've been keeping it right here in front of me so I can actually use it, you see. Boom, for my life today. And it's been a life, and this is actually really new. I'm less than maybe a week, or maybe right at a week. It's very new, less than 2 weeks old for sure. $24.99, guys. I love it. It is plugged in. I don't think it's wireless. If it is, it has never worked wireless for me. I always have to plug it in. Okay, guys, so now to the hair. Okay, so you're going to see how we take this mop and make it less of a mop. I don't know if it's going to be a very nice mop today or not, but we'll see. We shall see. And we're going to be putting the unbrush to the test. So I have the set right here. We have the big one, and I have the small one, and I haven't washed my hair in days. On purpose, guys, on purpose, because I'm testing some stuff out, so I have to give it a couple days of not washing it, or longer than a couple days, because I always go a couple days. And then look, this unbrush is actually getting all the way through my hair, guys. And look at that. You can tell that I haven't washed it because it's starting to get greasy at the top. It's a good thing we have dry shampoo coming up next. Okay. Now, if you want to see the mini one go through my hair, for me, probably like the mini one a little bit better. I think I'm going to give the big one to my neighbor. Okay. Now, look at that. I look like a big fuzzball, guys. This is probably going to have to be a pull my hair up kind of day. But the unbrush got through it. This is my hair looking terrible. Definitely isn't the unbrush's fault. Now we're going to end it with dry shampoo, guys. This one here I really like because it doesn't really have much of that white cast. I've never even seen it. It's kind of moisturizing as well, but it has still helped my hair not stink from not washing it. And hopefully take away some of this greasiness that I have going on. Because I just have to last one more day. Friday is when I'm going to be washing it. But tonight and tomorrow I have treatments to put in it. So it's going to be really, really greasy looking tomorrow, guys. Just so that you guys know. And look, that did help. Look, now it's not greasy there on the top. I mean, my hair still looks terrible. But the fact that it looks terrible, again, has nothing to do with the dry shampoo or the unbrush. That has to do with I need to fix it, wash it, and all that good stuff. But at least now it won't look dirty. Yeah, I'm looking at it even in person. It don't look bad. I mean, as far as like needing to wash it. The style is terrible. So this is how I'm going to be wearing it today. Just up like this anyway. And we'll get fluff in a little bit right here in the front. Woo, get the Elvis Presley little look. And that's it, guys. This is today's live. This is how I got this look. Oh, I didn't finish my brows. Let's go ahead and finish that real quick. So I'm going to be taking, again, the Morphe palette, guys. And we're going to actually be using that Night Spell, the contour shade. And I just follow my own brows. Because mine don't grow fully. So I have patches and stuff. So I'm just kind of taking this and filling in the patches. Going with my own hair growth. So that we have a nice natural looking brow. And I'm just taking like a regular brow brush, guys. See? And boom, look at that. Now we have brows on fleek. Brows on fleek, guys. Okay, so just keep. See, this is actually harder than doing the e.l.f. laminating. It wouldn't be as hard if I don't do such a shade so much darker than my own brows. So if I mess up, you're going to see it really bad. I went a little crazy on this side. Okay, we're almost done, guys. Okay, I think this will be good enough for today. But now, natural. Whoa, that doesn't look good on the camera though, does it? Natural brows, guys. Natural brows. I look amazing. Yes, I will. Again, this will be up for replay. If you didn't get to watch the whole thing, you missed something you wanted to see, it's going to be up for replay. I'll probably post it some other places as well so you guys have access to it. Because, again, this is going to be my spring Easter makeup. But now, see you guys later. Woo, woo, woo.